While peeking at her mother, the girl suddenly realized that her mother might not be human. Every time her mother went out, she would take a pig with her, then drive away without saying a word. She would return home exhausted the next day. But strangely, the pig would be nowhere to be found, and her mother's clothes would be covered in blood. This eerie scene made Lisa realize that something was wrong. In order to find out what secret her mother was hiding, that day, as soon as her mother left the house, she quietly followed behind the car. However, she had severe asthma from birth, and after following for a short while, she had difficulty breathing, and had to give up. That day, she could no longer suppress her curiosity. While her mother was washing the dishes, she tried to ask her where she often took the pig. Unexpectedly, her mother's expression suddenly changed upon hearing this, and she immediately smashed the porcelain bowl on the ground. She warned her not to meddle in adult affairs. There was nothing she could do. Lisa angrily turned and left. However, the more this happened, the more curious Lisa became about her mother's behavior. She believed that her mother must be hiding something. That day, as soon as her mother left the house, Lisa quickly ran to the top of the mountain. Sure enough, she discovered something unusual. She found that her mother had not gone to town to sell the pig, but had instead taken it to the nearby forest. But what she never expected was that, when her mother returned home this time, she brought back her father, whom she hadn't seen in half a year. Seeing the bloodstains all over her father's body, Lisa instantly realized that something was wrong. She desperately wanted to see what had happened to her father, but her mother slammed the door shut. However, when night fell, Lisa couldn't resist her curiosity, and quietly came to her parents' door. Unexpectedly, her mother suddenly came out. With no other choice, Lisa had to hide temporarily. After her mother had gone far away, she cautiously approached the door, and peeked inside to observe her father's condition. But the next moment, she saw a pair of blood-red eyes, which startled her. However, it was precisely because of this that Lisa had a nightmare that night. In her dream, she returned to her father's room, but this time, her father was lying on the bed in great pain. Lisa curiously asked her father what he was doing. Unexpectedly, the next second, Lisa woke up from the nightmare. At this moment, she seemed to have figured something out. To verify her suspicions, that day, while her mother was loading a pig into the car, Lisa grabbed an oxygen tank and ran out of the house. This time, she decided she had to uncover her mother's secret. Soon, her mother drove the car to a forest. However, to Lisa's surprise, her mother had brought her father here as well. Then, her parents carried the pig into the depths of the forest. In order to find out what was going on, Lisa quietly followed them from behind. Unexpectedly, she discovered that her parents were carrying the pig into an abandoned castle. As the sound of a pig being slaughtered echoed from within the castle, Lisa quickly followed the sound to an iron door. There, she witnessed a bizarre scene. Her father was kneeling on the ground, his neck tightly bound by a chain held by her mother, as if they were performing some mysterious ritual. As the moon reached its full phase, her mother quickly left, locking her father in his cage. Once her mother had gone far enough away, Lisa quietly ran to the door, and crawled through the crack in the iron door. At that moment, her mother noticed Lisa, and shouted for her to come back, but Lisa paid no heed. The next second, Lisa saw a nightmare that would haunt her for the rest of her life.